Eve paints.
Hey folks, welcome to another Print and Paint Kickstarter Countdown. I have 13 campaigns to share with you this week, so let's get started. Rodents of Unusual Size, 28mm 3D printable Ratmen for your sci-fi wargaming and RPGs, by Rouse Miniatures of the United States, their first Kickstarter campaign. This unit of sci-fi rats includes 4 rifle rats and a sergeant. There is also a heavy weapons rat and an officer in the stretch goals. You can get all the rats as STLs, you can get a commercial license, and you can also get them to send you 50 pre-printed rats. This campaign ends on February 18th, with rewards expected by March. Dungeon Masters, dungeon-themed miniatures featuring classic heroes and villains by Nightmare Games of Spain, their 16th Kickstarter campaign. This set includes 8 miniatures, 4 heroes and 4 villains, 3 barbarians and a wizard on the good side, and a lich with 3 undead knights on the evil. You can get the heroes, the villains, or both in either resin or metal. You can also pick up some previous sculpts as add-ons. This was only a 10-day campaign and ends on the 4th of February, with rewards expected in June. Realm of Dragons, the 5th Rises. Highly detailed 3D printable dragons by Vulcan Forge Studios of the United States, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set contains 3 dragons, with 2 more in the stretch goals. First we have the Water, Earth, and Wind clans. Each dragon comes with a full model with 2 heads, as well as a bust with 2 heads, and one that is divided into parts. In the stretch goals are the Fire Clan and the mysterious 5th dragon. Just 1 pledge gets you all the dragons, plus any unlocked in the stretch goals. This campaign runs until February 24th, with rewards expected in March. Iconic Robot Skull Busts. 3D printable and resin cast skulls for you to paint from Richie John Mason of the UK, their first Kickstarter campaign. This set includes a total of 8 busts, all with exposed mechanical skulls. There is Dracula, a samurai, Anubis, Superman, and 4 that are just robot skulls. You can get 1, 2, or all 4 of the robot skulls, or any one of the other 4 as STL files expected in March. Or you can get the Dracula or Dracula and Samurai as 8-inch resin statues expected by May. This campaign goes till February 24th. Lord Cireneg's City Facades, 3D printable fantasy city by Kieran Billings of New Zealand, their 13th Kickstarter campaign. This is a set of modular building facades for a fantasy city. It looks like there are about 7 roof tiles and a dozen or so building fronts, but you could easily mirror any of them, which it looks like they may have done in these images. This isn't Lord Cireneg's first foray into city building, however. Check out the add-ons for earlier campaigns. You can get the whole set, add-ons, or both. This campaign is over on February 16th, with rewards expected in April. Star Wars Lithophanes, 3D printable lamps by Amitai Sella of the United States, their first 3D printable Kickstarter. This campaign offers 10 images, though only this one is shown, applied to cylinders that can then be 3D printed. 1 pledge gets you everything. This campaign ends on March 1st, with rewards expected the same month. Alician Towers, 3D printable elven terrain for your tabletop by Madcap Miniatures of the United States, their 7th Kickstarter campaign. This is 2 sets, a Sun Elf army and the Alesian Towers they live in. There are 4 towers with bridges and balconies, but appear to be modular, so you could probably make a lot more variations. There's also a dice tower. The Sun Elf army contains 14 elves with bows, swords, spears, and 2 have horses. You can get the Dice Tower, the Alician Towers, or the Sun Elf army all individually, or all together. You can also get an older campaign, Garox, the Goblin Tribe, with just the Sun Elf army or everything together. This campaign is over on February 5th, with rewards expected in April. Dice Mimics. Miniatures and stat pages for your favorite RPGs by Geeks Collaborative Gaming of the United States, who have successfully kickstarted several games that didn't include minis in the past. This is a set of 7 polyhedral dice mimics, with stat pages for several RPG systems. It comes as STL and PDF files, as well as a fancy box set with physical cards and minis. I couldn't see if they were printed or cast though. You can get the digital or the physical sets I just mentioned, and there is a commercial license available as well. The campaign ends on February 25th, with rewards expected in September or December. Tabletop Forest. 3D printable trees for your tabletop by Lincoln Savvy of Canada, their first Kickstarter campaign. This is a set of photo-scanned tree trunks to bring a little realism to your tabletop. There are 5 trees with 3 more already unlocked in the stretch goals. 1 pledge gets you everything. This campaign ends on February 25th, with rewards expected in March. American Civil War and Alamo Terrain. 3D printable buildings for your tabletop by WoW Buildings of the UK, their 18th Kickstarter. This set includes the Alamo, as well as a whole heckload of other buildings, with a theater, a church, a couple saloons, train stations, trains, and a whole lot more. You can get the whole set, add on a previous set, and you can also get commercial licenses for this set and previous sets. This campaign ends on February 26th, with rewards expected in March. Fantasyverse. Dragon's Gate. Dragon and dungeon terrain for your 3D printed tabletop by Miniverse of the UK, their first Kickstarter campaign. This is a set of scatter terrain plus a few minis, in case you wish for your dungeon delving adventurers to discover a dragon cult. There are pillars, statues, tombs, chests, treasure, and more, with a great big dragon to top it all off. 1 pledge gets you everything. This campaign runs through February 18th, with rewards expected in March. Lurkers from the Deep. Cthulhu-themed minis and MDF terrain expansion for the 7TV Pulp tabletop game by Crooked Dice Game Design Studio of the UK, their 8th Kickstarter campaign. This is several sets. Some good guy G-men, some creepy fish folk, a whole bunch of MDF buildings, and expansion rules for a game from one of their previous campaigns. It has a cool classic movie meets Lovecraft aesthetic, including coming in a classic VHS case. More fish folk and Cthulhu himself in the add-ons. You can get the rules in the VHS case, the 8 G-men or 8 fish folk, both sets together, the MDF alone, or the rules, minis, and terrain all together. This campaign is finished on March 1st, with rewards expected in May. Trewell Common. 3D printable fantasy historical English village by Digital Taxidermy of the UK, their 6th Kickstarter campaign. This is village terrain based on the traditional architecture of East Anglia. There are cottages, churches, windmills, barns, and even some town walls with a lookout tower. There's a brewery, a bridge, a butcher shop, and a bunch of other buildings that didn't start with B in the stretch goals. Just one pledge gets you everything. This campaign ends on March 6th, with rewards expected the same month. That's all for this week. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you like my old painting videos, I recently painted my first Gunpla. I've left a link in the description to my other channel where I've posted it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.